Good morning. It's Thursday, August 20th, 2020, and it's another beautiful day. And I hope your day is a wonderful one as well, and you enjoy it to the fullest. For a few minutes, I'd like to talk about the saint of the day. The saint today is Saint Bernard of Clairvaux. He was born in Dijon, Burgundy, France, in the year 1090. He died on August 20th, 1153, today, 867 years ago. It's a long time. Now, when we think of St. Bernard, it is not the St. Bernard that the dogs are named after. That was St. Bernard of Menthien, and he was a deacon from Switzerland who worked to save travelers in the mountain passes in Switzerland, hence the dogs. But that's a story for another time. But this St. Bernard was really an incredible guy. He was a brilliant man, an eloquent speaker. People sought him out for his wisdom and for his common sense and his strength of defending the church. He had a tremendous devotion to the Blessed Mother, and much of his writings reflect that devotion. He also had a gift of miracles, which was kind of interesting too. But you can read about him separately if you'd like, because his life is truly fascinating. And that's one reason why he is now a doctor of the church. But today, I'd like to talk to you about a couple of his quotes, which really interested me when I read them. You've all heard the quote, "The road to hell is paved with good intentions." Well, that's him. He wrote that. But the one that struck me today the most is this one quote about virtue, and I'm going to tell you what it is now. He said, "The three most important virtues are humility, humility, and humility." You see, he's not talking about the humility which is where you try to make yourself self-deprecating or trying to make yourself feel lower than others, a position of lowliness versus other people. It's not what he's talking about. He's talking about whether you're humble enough to know that you can't really succeed in the quest for eternal life or our salvation on your own. You can't do it on your own. That's the humility he's speaking about. Can we allow God into our hearts, in our lives, to change us? Again, can we allow God to enter our hearts and our lives to change us? That's humility. The first reading from today's Mass is another one from Ezekiel, and they've been very, very strong and poignant these last few days. We talked about one yesterday. But today, I want to read this to you. Ezekiel says, I will sprinkle clean water upon you to cleanse you from all your impurities, and from all your idols I will cleanse you. I will give you a new heart and place a new spirit within you, taking from your bodies your stony hearts and giving you natural hearts. I will put my spirit within you and make you live by my statutes, careful to observe my decrees. He's talking about allowing God to be able to give you something, to be able to open yourself up, to be able to take God's help and his grace to continue with improving your life and your salvation. Being humble enough to allow God to enter you is a challenge, but it's a challenge that I offer to you today. It only takes a minute to think about whether or not you are humble enough to allow God to change your heart. Think about that. Do you allow God to enter into you to change your heart and to make you a better person? You know, life is a beautiful gift if you share it with God. Better yet, if you let him share it with you. Have a wonderful day. God bless.